Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. He's crashing. Zip it. Check the crash.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Right over there, right? Mike, 58, right there. Coming to you, coming to you.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Haskins on 3rd down. They got a man. It's Woods. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Mike 54. Here we go, D. All day.
2nd down, Haskins. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Julian Edelman. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
We got 3. We got
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Mike. 59. Ready? 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. I'm coming. Check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 20.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the end.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It's a give to Freeman running right. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got nothing to that.
From midfield now, Haskins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Thomas, the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And an alley to run. Open space inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go. Henry. 59. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. It's complete. James White. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. coming up at halftime. We remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. That's Stills bringing it in. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Come on, sack. Put your money. Watch the run. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go play action with Haskins. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Haskins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
15 yards on the play. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's got daylight. 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering,